Alright, so today we are smoking the Purple Hindu Kush. So this is a Indica, just not a hybrid at all, just straight Indica. And it is 21.32% THC. And
How much
no,
CBD?
no CBD whatsoever.
It really doesn't need any.
Let's try this out. Here's my lighter. There it is.
It's a long pull. Up the nose even.
It's pretty good.
When you cough a couple of times
Wow.
afterwards, you know it's good.
I've never heard you cough after a dragon before.
Oh, I have. You should
That was
it gets into like an old man sometimes.
That was a really long pull, though.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's for as long a pull as it is, like that's 2 coughs. It's real smooth.
Yeah, no, it's smooth. I didn't cough at all, so
Yeah.
Mary's not a little bitch.
you know. Usually I cough a little bit. I don't smoke as often as Zach.
But yeah. I don't know. How would you? I'm not so good at like discussing smells. How would you describe the smell?
Of the of the smoke.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as yours. So usually you get the hybrid or the sativa. This is a it's not as leathery
Yeah.
as the others. This is a little more herbal, I would say.
Yeah, herbal. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah, and much more of a body high.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not. Yeah. There's no head stuff going on there. It's all really chill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very true.
So if we seem a lot more chill during these parts, that's why. Different weed.
Yeah. This is a very chill weed.
Yeah. No, the guy that I bought this from, he was like, this is like my night weed.
And you have to understand, this is not a drug dealer on the street. Weed is legal in Oregon, so this was the shop guy.
No, it was a hipster standing behind a counter, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
In the Twilight. I
In the
don't know
Twilight.
that movie at all. I've never heard
Twilight Saga.
That's true. In the Twilight Saga.
Alrighty. And you're staring at us. Golgo, I feel your pain.
So, this is pretty mesmerizing, actually.
So he's glaring at us like, I hate you. By this point in the game, he's looking at the player going, I hate you.
Maybe our sense of time is just thrown off, but that seemed way longer than the others.
We went
The music
forever.
stopped. I don't know if you could hear, but the music stopped for a while. I think you might
Alright.
have paused it or something.
So, we're talking to Golgo 13 now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an ellipses there.
So Golgo 13 is talking to himself?
Golgo 13 is talking to Golgo 13. We
What?
can't have 2 Golgo. This is Golgo 14.
Oh,
This is the
That's the real
clone.
one.
So it said before that someone blew up a helicopter with an M16, and I thought it was Spartacus the first time I played because he's a hitman. I figured he just used Golgo 13's weapon, but it's not. It's a clone of Golgo 13.
So the talkative Golgo 13 is the fake one.
So this is the longest ellipses of all, because this is 2 Golgo 13s ellipseing one another.
Each other.
So this is Nazi Golgo 13. And we are playing as liberal Western democracy
So why
Golgo 13.
did Hitler clone this after we refused him, or did he already
No,
have
I
this
think he
clone?
did before, because I think the clone of Golgo 13 is the one who blew up the helicopter at the start of the game.
So why
And
is
he's
he trying?
I would ask, why is he dressed in like disco clothes?
Well, it was the 70s.
So this is basically the Spartacus boss fight, but there's like disco lighting going on, but you have to do it 3 times, and then your theme song kicks in. We can't hear it.
So if,
I can hear it. It's pretty cool.
if
Yeah,
Hitler,
it's cool as hell.
If Hitler had a Golgo 13, why did he want to make a deal with us?
Well, you could see that Golgo 14 was nothing compared to
To-
Golgo
he wasn't a true
13.
clone. He didn't have the epigenetics.
No.
Well,
It was just a consumer model.
Yeah, and he was also obviously programmed to be obedient to the Nazis, whereas Golgo 13 is his own man.
oh, right.
Yeah, there was health drink and bullets. So this is your stock up point after the boss fight.
So what is after the boss?
Another maze. This one is also incredibly short.
I just feel like that.
You're holding lasers, truly.
But it's actually hard as hell. There's no, it's not even a maze, really. We call it a maze. But you'll see the gimmick in a little bit. So these are some guys that they move faster.
You could grind on them if you need to.
You could grind them if you need to. The samurai seem like the best ones, but they move really fast in this dungeon. So you saw, we got through a laser net, then we got through a laser net, which killed us immediately.
Wow.
So that was 2 laser nets in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And really, as soon as you're in a laser net space, you start taking damage if you didn't do it right. If you did pass through it right, you don't take any damage, but no matter how long you stand there in the lasers. I don't get it. But as long as you're standing there, if you didn't get through the lasers correctly, you're taking damage. But then there's another laser directly in front of it, so this is an incredibly annoying space to go through.
Okay.
And it just killed me outright. Do you see how fast that guy moves? So this is what happens, you have to turn around. If you don't turn around, they just start dealing damage to you. So I'm just going to grind back here. There we go. We're good. So like I said, we don't have the thermal goggles, and you do have to get them through every maze. But because we have the gun, we can just see them. So now there are more. Yeah, I just rushed through them as fast as I could once I started messing up, and that got me through, but... Oh, and then they're just like... Yeah. So it just goes the fuck on like this. So that's why this is the hardest maze in terms of, like, difficulty, but it's still one of the shortest.
Shortest in terms of length.
It's probably... I mean, it's frustrating in its own way. I wouldn't know if it's more fun than episode 7. Oh, and this guy is just so fucking annoying. You don't want to grind on him because he goes so fast, like...
Yeah.
And he can be in any one of those 3 positions. If he's right in front of you, you've got a chance, because you can bring up the cursor and shoot him instantly. But if you have to bring up the cursor and then move... So that took out half my health.
Jesus!
So we're down to 20 hit points.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh,
I
okay.
love that we're just chilled the fuck out, and then I just hear David go, Jesus.
These lasers, though.
Lasers, there's no way you can do this pattern. It's like there's fast, slow, whatever. You just totally have to luck out. Oh, and you did. You totally lucked out.
Yep.
Alright, but you had 20 health.
Oh yeah, I'm dying
Fight
here.
that.
I'm like trying really hard to live because I don't know where I'll go back to.
Right.
That's
why
something
I'm
that's,
like,
yeah.
Are you on the other side of the laser?
So I am going so careful here. I have no health. I'm not gonna make it. But I am trying very hard to make it. Oh my god.
And this is where
And
you
that's
die.
it. And
that's it.
I am hoping so hard.
Oh, yay, okay. So there was a check.
Yeah, there was a checkpoint. This is just, yeah.
Now you're never gonna kill it.
Yeah, they can get into weird positions with their weird spiral thing. There's no way to get past the missiles, don't try. This weird spiral thing can sometimes just take them into an impossible range, and it's very annoying. Because you can't shoot in the air either, you automatically jump kick. So, I do that, like I said, I cut out like an hour of footage in the final level. I found out so many things in the final level that just weren't necessary until that point. Like, look at this, like, look how high she is. There we go, I should have just jumped over this one, but whatever, I try to power through. Sometimes it shoots lasers either up or down, and if it's up, it's pretty good, because your bullet will destroy the lasers.
Oh, good. Now, what river are we in now? In the Antarctic.
I guess we're in the Arctic Ocean.
Well, I thought we were at the South Pole.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the Arctic is in the north. Yeah, so I guess we're the southern extremity of the Pacific. Because we were in Rio de Janeiro. That's Brazil. That's on.
Yeah, you're in the Southern Ocean. There is a Southern Ocean.
There is one. All right.
We're in that. Oh, look at you maneuvering down, and you knew you had to go that way because.
Yeah, this is a maze. So if you go the wrong way, you're just fucked. Just kill yourself. in the game. Because you just want to go back to the beginning and try again.
There's no. Well, here you get some light.
Yeah, you want
Okay,
to...
there weren't a lot
Actually,
of
I think I might just die here. So to me, this level seems brighter than the other sections like this we've had in other scuba levels. I don't know why.
Alright, so that was on purpose dying.
No, I wouldn't say it was on purpose, but it happened, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem death. And at this point, you really don't want to have problem deaths. Here and in the final stage, it's so important.
Not to die in certain places.
Yes. There are certain places it's okay, there are certain places that it's just awful. So these guys are shooting 2 missiles now, it's a real bitch. Anyway, we made it.
Yay for us.
So now we just swim through more mines.
Can we not shoot mines?
No, you can't. And then the mines look like those weird air things, they just don't have the spinning fireballs around them.
So maybe the spinning air things
Are mines
are
that follow you
flying-
and kick
are
your
flying-
ass?
Oh, now what do we got here? We got
So yeah, those were some missiles. Yeah, that was a little mistake. Finally, you get up here though. That's where you have to go. But don't accidentally go too far right, trying to position yourself.
That's at the
Oh, you
beginning
can't go
of the
back.
game.
Well, not, it doesn't warp us back to the Spree River, thank God.
Okay.
That would be really fucked up.
The beginning of this level. I think.
That's like some Super Mario Brothers Lost level shit, where it's like, oh, you got in the wrong warp zone, boy.
No,
So I'm
you're
trying to
right.
find my way around them, just like, fuck it.
So you can go to that room by going too far right, and then you just can't go back.
Yeah, you can't go back.
Why?
I don't know! It's
But-
to punish you for going too far right in an attempt to work your way through the one little gap you can see. This time I had enough life, I just said fuck it and just powered through. And that's the end of level 12.
Alright.
Is there any other way to get through those mines? It
Yes,
really
there
looks
is.
Like...
There actually is a gap. I was trying to get to it, but you have to go all the way to the right, and if you go too far right, it punishes you by sending you back to the beginning. So that's why I just went straight up through it, because I just wanted to get through. Anyway, so hopefully you'll join us for the last video coming up.
Alright, we're gonna see the
We're gonna
grand ending.
We're gonna see the
Golgo
climax.
Alright.
Woo.